What connects thousands of people from across the country and beyond with the residents of a traditional Midwestern community? Kiln-fired clay, of course. The community of Red Wing, Minnesota has been at the heart of a growing movement that seeks to preserve American stoneware pottery as a lasting art form and cornerstone of Americana.
I've been very impressed with the Red Wing Collector Society. It spans coast to coast, and yet Red Wing, Minnesota is still the heart of the organization.
There is no greater symbol of this spirit like the Red Wing Collector Society Foundation's Pottery Museum, located in Red Wing, Minnesota. Currently housed on the second floor in the former Minnesota Stoneware Company building, the Red Wing Pottery Museum provides an excellent resource to learn the history of pottery in America.
I started collecting as a way to reconnect to my childhood. I remember going out to my grandparents' house just south of La Crosse, and one of the things that always stuck in my mind growing up was their dinnerware. It was so unique. It had these instruments on it, and I later found out that that was lute song, one of the last patterns that Red Wing Pottery made before they closed. And that was very special to me. I can't have them back, but having a piece of that, collecting that pattern, connects me with my childhood and allows me to pass that memory on to my children.
The Red Wing Collector Society, with more than 6,000 active members, created the foundation and museum in 2000 to help preserve the history of stoneware and pottery in America.
The important thing in having a museum like this is to be able to tell the complete story of the American stoneware experience.
The museum has become a focal point for Red Wing Collector Society members, as well as the community of Red Wing and Goodhue County, drawing people year-round to their collection.
My husband and I come to Red Wing, Minnesota every year for the annual Red Wing Pottery Convention.
And my daughter was looking at some of these crocks, and she was asking, what were these for? And it just so happened that the one that she was looking at was a butter churner.
With the success and interest in the museum, the Foundation Board now recognizes the necessity to expand its operations to fulfill their mission, to preserve Red Wing and other American stoneware, aid in the research of the history of pottery in America, share that information, and expand the public's awareness of stoneware and pottery, which reflects the history of American culture.
As a member of the business community and a member of the Chamber of Commerce, I know how important it is to have our Red Wing Museum.
Unfortunately, current space and lease constraints are now hampering the operations and opportunities which could be available by relocating the museum to a building that would at least triple the current floor space.
But as you can see from what they're trying to do, putting a video presentation out into the hallway and trying to show a demonstration of what the workshops were like, you can see where they want to go, and there simply isn't enough room. And for me, that's reason enough to look and be part of this important project. And I'm certainly looking forward to seeing where this goes.
Expanded collection, interactive exhibits, and greater research tools are just a few opportunities that could be realized in a larger facility.
A new museum would add excitement to our trip and would give our children a hands-on learning experience.
I think it would be a great opportunity in an expanded pottery museum to be able to have demonstrations on how they used to make butter. That these aren't just big jars, stone jars that Mommy and Daddy collect, but they are part of our history as an American and part of the American folk art and part of the American experience. Being able to have kids experience that themselves would be excellent.
The Foundation Board is considering a $2 million capital campaign to fund the development of an improved museum. Today, we are asking for your input. Along with other community leaders from the Goodhue County area and prominent members of the Collectors Society, your thoughts on the merits of this proposal will help shape our decision.
Who knew that when they closed their doors 40 years ago making this pottery, that the Red Wing pottery impact on our community would be as strong, if not stronger?
It brings a great impact to the community, especially for our festival every year. And we're bringing in around 2,000 people, and I think with an expansion of the museum, it could bring us back into our heightened areas in the 90s of having 4,000 plus people come and visit our wonderful community. And I think it would be a great asset to our community to expand a museum into a larger size.
And that's what's important about having a museum like this. And I'm looking forward to seeing the next steps.